Hello, it's Sandman again from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. With more important information, this one's probably for the fellow techs out there. A lot of guys will look at you as competitors, but I want to help you out because the systems are getting more complex and the tech support is getting more simple in the head. I mean, let's just be honest. All right, so working on a Pro X system, ran into a few problems, and I've been doing cameras probably, I don't know, 15 years now. And just when you think you figured out everything there is, here comes some more. You're making some more changes. So this one is about the Pro X NVR, the 64 channel in particular, because I find that one's a little bit different from the smaller recorders. So connecting NanoBeams to the LAN port 2 of the NVR, that was my first problem, right? So I got everything in position, got all the antennas set up, and you know, the management port on the NanoBeam, you know, it works fine, it's connected, it sees the other antenna. But when you go to add cameras from the station onto the access point side of the system, there's no camera showing up. Then I look further within the management port, and there's no IP address getting assigned to the NanoBeams. So I tried to put in static addresses. That didn't work, right? It works for the cameras, but it doesn't work for a NanoBeam. If you put a static address in for, sorry about the train in the background, but if you put in static addresses for the cameras, you're able to add them, but not with the NanoBeams. So after a little bit of tossing and turning and sleepless nights, what I figured out is that you need a standalone gateway to add to LAN port 2, because all it is a dumb switch. It does nothing but the network switching. Whereas the Platinum series, I believe, has a somewhat of a dynamic host to it, because you're able to add the NanoBeams and it sees them. All right, so that's problem number one. Number two, when you set up your recording and you're trying to set up your tripwires and your notifications, so it you know, pushes to the app over the cloud service, do not confuse motion detection with motion recording. If you set up motion detection, your phone is going to go off all the time. It will not stop ringing, because every time a tree branch blows in the wind, every time a cigarette blows across the ground, you're going to get a notification. So make sure to disable the motion detection, but to enable motion recording within the video parameters, right? So that's the next thing. The third thing is your video parameters have to really be tamped down. I set mine to 10 frames a second on the mainstream, and on the substream I do 4 frames per second. Otherwise your cameras are never going to load up. I mean, it takes forever for those cameras to load up on you know, if you're using full frame or even 15 frames, still takes forever to load. If you have like 9 cameras showing. On this particular job, there's 80 cameras, and as you notice, the app only streams 16 at a time, but it would never load up. I had to really turn down the frame rates. So that's 3 issues that I've had. If I find more, I'll let you guys know, but you can let me know in the comments, because for the gateway I use a Ubiquiti USG 6, I believe is the name of it. But let me know what you think in the comments. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and look forward to bringing you more information. Thank you.